Let's go. SNX. Yeah. Right here. Right now. Presence control. I stay in my soul. Yeah. Presence control. I don't lose my hope. Presence control. No need to control. No need to control. Yeah. Everything flows when I stay home. Used to chase every thought, every feeling I caught. Every moment I lived felt like something I fought. Mind running in circles, never slowing it down. Always lost in the noise, never hearing that sound. Till I stopped for a second, felt the space in between. Not the past, not ahead, just the place in between. Everything got quiet, but it wasn't empty. It was full of awareness, something deeper than me. Presence control. I stay in my soul. Yeah. Presence control. I don't lose my hope. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need to control it, I just stay where I am. Every moment I'm present, everything feels aligned. I was trying to manage every thought in my head. Now I watch it all pass like it's something I read. No attachment to noise, no reaction to fear. Everything that I feel just appears and clears. Presence control. Not force. Presence control. No course, just being in source. Yeah, everything, of course. Look, I was caught in reaction, every thought was distraction. Every move was automatic, no awareness in action. Now I pause before movement, now I see before I do. Every step that I take comes from something that's true. No more chasing emotions, no more feeding the rush. Everything slows down when I don't need a rush. Stay here, yeah. Stay clear, nothing else is near. Presence control. Step I unfold. I don't fight what I feel, I don't push it away. Everything has a place, everything can stay. Every thought that appears, I don't claim as my own. I just watch it dissolve like a wave that is gone. Look, no fight, no force, no holding tight. I stay in the moment, I stay in the light. Every thought that I see don't belong to me. I just let it pass, I let it be. No controlling the old way, no controlling awareness. I don't try to command, I just stay in that stillness. Feel that, yeah, that space. Everything is real. Time disappears when I'm present. No past, no future obsession. Everything becomes simple, everything feels intentional. I don't need to explain it, I don't need to define it. Everything that I'm living feels connected inside. Used to think control was force, now I see it's awareness. Used to think I had to act, now I move with more fairness. Every moment I'm grounded, every breath feels aligned. Everything that I needed was just peace in my mind. Stay still, yeah, just feel. Everything is real. I don't chase any outcome, I don't cling to a plan. Everything that is meant finds me right where I stand. No resistance, no pressure, no need to prove anything. Everything that I live comes from what I Even live. Silence is meaning, even stillness is power. Everything slows down in the quiet hour. I don't need to escape, I don't need to run. And everything that I seek is already yours. Presence control. I stay in my soul. Presence control, I don't lose my presence control. No need to control. Everything flows when I stay. Presence control. Let's go. SNX. Yeah, no force, just presence. Let's go, SNX. You weren't something I met. You were something I recognized. You had me before I could define what me was, before memory arranged itself into something I could trust. You entered like a fracture in the logic I relied on. Nothing added, yet everything I leaned on was gone. I thought I saw another, standing separate in view, till every line between us collapsed into something true. Not meeting, not finding, more like remembering without timing. You are not light, not dark, but what lets both appear. You are not near, not far, but what dissolves the distance here. You are not virtue, not vice, but what gives both their name. You are the silent condition where difference becomes the same. Yeah, you weren't peace inside conflict, you weren't chaos inside calm. You were what made both possible before they could be formed. Every label felt around you, every word fell incomplete, like language reached its boundary and bowed at your feet. I tried to call you other, tried to keep a sense of two, but the deeper I observed you, the less that felt true. Not reflection, not illusion, more like collapse of all separation. You are not form, not void, but what holds both in place. You are not time, not still, but what time cannot erase. You are not known, not unknown, but prior to that divide. You are the space where opposites no longer collide. Look, this wasn't love as emotion, not attachment, not desire, more like recognition of a shared underlying fire. Not something that connected us, but something we already were before identity constructed every label we prefer. Every memory of us felt like a surface trace of something far more constant that cannot be displaced. No meeting, no parting, no ending, no starting. Not something I found, not something I gained. You are what remains untouched when everything changes. You are not held, not lost, not distant, not near. You are what stays present when nothing appears. Even breath felt different, like it wasn't mine to take. More like something moving without effort, without stake. Even presence felt secondary, like a layer, not the base. You were prior to awareness, yet everywhere I placed. Look, no you, know me, no line to the defend. No start, no finish, no need to pretend. Every division I held dissolved quick. Now nothing to separate, nothing to fix. No distance to cross, no gap to close. Everything unified, deeper than those. You can call it love, but that's still small. This beyond naming, beyond it all. No center, no edge. So I stopped trying to hold you, stop trying to define, and what remained wasn't you, it was the absence of the light. You are not light, not dark, but what lets both appear. You are not near, not far, but what dissolves the distance here. You are not something separate, not something I can claim. You are the ground of all relation before it had a name. Let's go. SNX. Not someone I loved, something I am. Let's go. SNX. stop, just kept moving. I kept moving, didn't know where I was going. I kept moving, even when the path felt broken. I kept moving, through the doubt and through the noise. I kept moving, till I heard my inner voice. I was running from the silence every time it got too loud. Thought if I stayed busy I could lose myself in crowds. Every step felt like escape, every move would just delay. I was scared if I stood still I'd have nothing left to say. So I filled my time with motion, filled my mind with anything. Didn't wanna waste a feeling, didn't wanna feel a thing. But running got exhausting, even speed can't hide what you're trying to outrun is still walking by your side. I kept moving, didn't know where I was going. I kept moving, even when the path felt broken. I kept moving, through the doubt and through the noise. I kept moving, till I heard my inner voice. Every road started looking like the last one that I knew. Different place, same feeling, different sky, same view. I was searching for a change, but I carried on my weight. Took my thoughts everywhere, couldn't outrun my state. Then I slowed for a second, didn't plan, didn't try. And I felt something real for the first time inside. Not a sign, not a sound, just a shift in my pace. When I stopped running fast, I could finally face. I kept moving, didn't know where I was going. I kept moving, even when the path felt broken. I kept moving, through the doubt and through the noise. I kept moving, till I heard my inner voice. Look, movement wasn't the problem, it was why I would move. Was I running from truth, or was I choosing my route? There's a difference between moving forward with sight and just running in circles, trying hard to feel right. I had to learn stillness to understand pace. Had to meet myself fully, face to face. Slow down, don't rush, feel now, that's enough. I kept moving, but now I know why. I kept moving, not just to get by. I kept moving, till I learned to be still. Now I move with intention, not just force of will. I don't run from my thoughts now, I don't hide from my fear. Every step that I'm taking feels more real, more clear. No more chasing the feeling, no more trying to prove. Every move that I make now is a conscious move. Look, no running in circles, no chasing the rush. Everything's so down, no need to rush. Every step got meaning, every move got weight. No more running blind from my own state. Just to move fast, just to feel okay. Now I move right, I don't run away. Right here, right now. Even when I feel lost, even when I don't see, there's a part of me steady that's still guiding me. Didn't know where I was going. I kept moving, even when the path felt broken. I kept moving, through the doubt and through the noise. I kept moving, till I heard my inner voice. Let's go. Not running anymore, just moving. Let's go, SNX. Yeah. Not louder than the world, louder than the fear. Live life loud, not for the crowd, but for the now. Live life loud, feel every breath, don't shut it down. Live life loud, even when your voice might shake. Live life loud, this is your life, don't hesitate. I was quiet in my own mind, loud where everybody could see. Played a version for the outside, but I was hiding from me. Every moment felt delayed, like I lived for someday. But someday kept moving every time I look away. I was saving all my feeling like Loud ain't noise, it's being real. Saying what you actually feel. Standing firm without a mask. Letting go of who you have to act. Cause laughing when it feels right, crying when it's true. Not editing your story, just living it as you. I used to think loud men winning, being seen, being known. Now I see it's deeper, it's being fully your own. No more waiting for permission, no more holding back the truth. Every second that you're giving is a chance to be you. Live life now, not for the crowd but for the now. Live life now, feel every breath, don't shut it down. Live life now, even when your voice might shake. Live life now, this is your life, don't hesitate. Look, you don't get another version, you don't get another try. No rewind, no reset, no second life to buy. Every moment that you're quiet, out of fear, out of doubt is a moment you're alive, but you live and turn down. So I'm done with playing small, done with hiding what I feel, done with shrinking my existence just to make it easier to deal. Say it, feel it, live it, be 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 it. Live life loud, not chasing approval. Live life loud, beyond what is usual. Live life loud, in truth, not the sky. Through lows and the highs. Even when it's messy, even when it's hard, even when you don't know who you really are. That's the living Lord, that's the being true. Not a perfect version, just an honest you. Look, no mute button on my life no more. No holding back what I'm here for. Every word real, every step mine. No waiting around for the right time. You can play it safe or you can feel alive. You can just exist or you can really dive. I choose to feel it, I choose to be proud. Not just alive but alive and loud. Live life loud, not for the crowd but for the now. Live life loud, feel every breath, don't shut it down. SNX. Not louder than now, louder than fear. Talk big, rain small, love loud, fit it all. I wore a mask, like it could protect the frame, but the mask got cracked. Now I question the name. I used to pass my own reflection, like the glass could see too far. Like the image held a question about the truth of who we are. Every flaw became identity, every thought became a claim. Built us up from repetition, tried to stabilize a name. Borrow gestures, borrow meaning, wove a story out of you. Called it me and kept performing till the act was more than true. But an act of structure trembled when the noise began to fade. Who was left without the motion, who was left without the play? How you move inside a system, stupid lost within the role. How you speak of being present while you're absent from your soul. Then the silence split the pattern, not a voice but something clear. You're not broken into pieces, you're the few that holds them here. Had to sit without direction, had to draw without defense, had to meet the one observing, not the story I pretend. I'm looking in the mirror like who sees who? Is it me in the glass or the glass seeing through every star, every light, every fracture I hold? Feels like windows in the structure I was never told. I was running from the witness, from the quiet, from the view. Now I'm walking back to presence, back to what is always true. I thought I had to repair what I thought I controlled. Now I see every break is a mirror of the whole, mirror of my own soul. trying to stabilize the surface. Match the shifting ground beneath the sense of purpose. Collected every failure like it proved identity. Turn experience to evidence of who I thought I'd be. But what if pain is not a prison? What if memory's not a chain? What if every form of suffering is perception under strain? I learned tears don't need a meaning, they just move when something's seen. I learned anger isn't evil, it's compression in between. I don't cancel any truth, it just questions what is known. Pushes deeper past the answers till no answer stands alone. So I spoke through every fragment, not to fix or to remove, but to see what stays unchanging while the fragments always move. If all things rise and vanish, who is it that remains? If every state is temporary, what is constant through the change? I'm looking in the mirror like, who sees who? Is it me in the glass of the glass? Seeing through every scar, every light, every fracture I hold. Feels like windows in a structure I was never told. I was running from the witness, from the quiet, from the view. Now I'm walking back to presence, back to what is always true. I thought I had to repair what I thought I controlled. Now I see every break is a mirror of the whole. Mirror of my own soul. I try to outthink existence, try to optimize my state. Turn my heart into a process, try to calculate my fate. Every moment became future, every now became a tool. Missed the fact the present moment was the only actual rule. But grace don't operate in systems, it don't follow what you plan. It appears in open spaces where you stop becoming man. In the pause between intention and the gap between the thought. In the place where identity realizes it is not. So I asked a different question, not how do I improve, but what am I beneath the movement of everything I do? What if self is just a pattern? What if me is just a frame? What if what I've been protecting never had a solid name? No road, no mask, no past, no task, just presence that doesn't collapse. If I am not the story, if I am not the thought, if I am not the memory or the things that I have sought, then what remains when all dissolves? Not nothing, but something that cannot be resolved. I'm looking in the mirror like, who sees who? Is it me in the glass or the glass seeing through? Every scar, every light, every fracture I hold feels like windows in a structure I was never told. I was running from the witness, from the quiet, from the view. Now I'm walking back to presence, back to what is always true. I thought I had to repair what I thought I controlled. Now I see every break is a mirror of the whole. Mirror of my own soul. Mirror of the whole. Talk big, ran small, love loud, felt it all. No more mask, no more role. Not becoming, just hold, 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 hold. SNX. Let's go SNX. Yeah. Let's go SNX.
أنا عشت أيام صعبة وما كان عندي خيار. كنت لواجه واقي وأتعلم من الانكسار.
كل خطوة كانت ثقيلة وكل لحظة فيها ضغط. كنت أحاول أتماسك وأقاوم هذا الضغط.
في ليالي طويلة كنت أفكر كثير، هل اللي أمر فيه له معنى كبير؟ لكن داخلي كان يقول لا تضيع هذا التعب، يمكن كل اللي تمر فيه يكون له سبب.
I've been through hard times with nowhere to go. Every step felt heavy, moving slow. Long nights thinking, does this make sense? All of this pressure, all this intense.
But something inside me kept telling me stay. Everything in your face, it won't matter one day. Even if it hurts now, even if it's rough, there's a bigger picture and this is enough.
أنا موقف يوم رغم كل اللي صار. كنت أرجع لنفسي وأكمل في المسار. تعلمت إن الصبر مضاعفة وهروب الصبر إنك تكمل حتى لو فيك جروح. أنا بنيت نفسي من تعب ومن وقت، كل لحظة ألم وخلتني أثبت. ما عاد أشوف التعب كأنه نهاية، صرت أشوفه طريق لبداية حكاية.
I never gave up no matter the strain. I kept pushing forward through all of the pain. I learned that patience is not stepping away, it's staying and fighting day after day.
I built who I am from time and from scars. Every moment I struggled brought me this far. Now I don't see pain as something to fear. It's part of the journey that brought me here. أنا نشوف ناس كثير تستسلم بسرعة وتفكر إن التعب نهاية القصة، لكن الحقيقة غير التعب يصنع الفرق. اللي يكمل الطريق هو اللي يستحق.
أنا علم أتحمل واثق في المسار، وأعرف إن النتيجة تجي بعد صبر وإصرار. أنا أعيش تجربة واستفيد من كل شيء، حتى الألم اللي مر صار جزء مني.
I see people quitting before they begin.
Thinking the struggle
means they can't win,
but pain builds something
deep in your core.
Those who keep going
become something more.
I learned to endure
and trust in the way.
Results don't come easy,
they build day by day.
I take every moment
and turn it to growth.
Even the pain I carry
became part of both. أنا يوم أفهم من كل شي مر كان له دور كبير في اللي أنا صرت. أنا ما أندم أبدا على أي تعب، لأن كل اللي صار قربني لهدفي.
أنا أوقف وأقول رغم كل التعب أنا وصلت، لأنه هذا يكفي سبب.
وفي النهاية أعرف إن كل اللي مر كان يستحق الألم عشان اللي صار. Now I finally see
what it all meant.
Every struggle I faced
was time well spent.
I don't regret
any pain I knew, because every moment
was shaping me through. I can
stand here now and say I made it through.
Everything
that I faced built something true.
And in the end, I know
without any doubt
it was worth all the pain
that I went through about.
Let's go SNX.
Lessons come gently, some lessons are heartbreaking. Some truths don't speak softly, they reshape everything. I thought I understood what strength really meant, standing without falling, never showing weakness. I thought growth was simple and straight, clear direction, step forward, no struggle, just progress and clarity. But life had a different plan, nothing stayed predictable. Everything I believed started falling apart, and in that confusion, in that quiet collapse, something deeper was forming, something I couldn't name. Don't look away, stay with this feeling. There's something inside that you're meant to see. I learned differently through the hard moments, not the easy answers, but the real experience. I learned differently when everything shifted, when nothing felt certain, still something was building. I learned differently through the breaking. What I thought was ending was shaping my strength. There were nights I questioned everything I believed, every direction I chose, every step I had taken. Nothing felt stable, nothing felt clear, like the ground beneath me was slowly dissolving. I wanted control, I wanted answers, I wanted certainty I could hold on to, but life kept unfolding without asking permission, teaching me something deeper than I expected. Not everything is certain, not everything is fixed. Some things only reveal themselves when you let go. Yeah, let it settle. You don't need control, you don't need to know everything right now. I learned differently through the hard moments, not the easy answers, but the real experience. I learned differently when everything shifted, when nothing felt certain, still something was building. I learned differently through the breaking. What I thought was ending was shaping.
I used to think if I plan enough, if I thought it through, I could avoid pain. But life don't work like a perfect system. It moves in ways you don't expect. In those moments when everything falls, that's not failure, it's transformation. That's where you meet your real self, not the version you try to show. God is not just present in the perfect times. God is the deeper when the uncertain, guiding without force and holding without control, teaching through experience, not just belief. I stay with it. Don't resist. From the fall comes clarity, from the loss comes depth, from the confusion comes truth. If you stay present, you don't need to escape, you don't need to avoid. There is meaning inside what feels uncomfortable. Think about your past, what really changed you? Was it the easy moments or the difficult ones? Was it comfort or discomfort that made you grow, that made you stronger? Every hard moment carries something hidden, something you couldn't see until later. And when you look back with clearer eyes, you start to understand nothing was wasted. Everything shaped you, everything built you, even the pain, even the doubt. Hey, see you now, you're not broken, you were changing into something new. I learned differently through the discomfort. No more avoiding what feels hard. That's where growth lives. Not in comfort, not in control, but in experience. Every challenge you face, there's something inside it. A lesson, a shift, a deeper awareness. You can ignore it or you can face it. That choice defines who you become. Human growth is messy, not clean or perfect, but real and powerful if you stay with it. Oh, feel that truth. Yeah, it's deeper. You didn't lose, you didn't fail, you were learning in real time. Trust that process, trust that movement. Life is shaping you through everything. Imagine understanding that nothing is wasted, that every experience has meaning inside it. You will move differently, you would fear less, you would trust life. Even in uncertainty, you would see struggle as transformation. Not something against you, but something for you. That shift alone changes everything. How you see life, how you live it. I learned differently through the hard moments, not the easy answers, but the real experience. I learned differently. Now I understand nothing was ending, it was all unfolding. I learned differently through the breaking. What I thought was ending was shaping my strength. I learned differently. Still coming, still growing, still learning. Lessons you feared were the ones that changed you. You didn't lose, you learned differently. Let's go, SNX. Yeah. Not over you, over me. Domination. Not control of others. Domination. Mastering the struggle. Domination. Quiet elevation. I don't conquer you, I conquer my nature. Used to think it meant power, standing over the crowd, being loud, being seen, having everyone bow. But that image was hollow, built on fragile ground. Every time I chased it, I felt smaller inside. I was fighting reflections, trying hard to be strong. Didn't see all that tension, man, I had it all wrong. Domination, not control of others. Domination, mastering the struggle. Real power moves silent, no need to announce, no need to prove worth, no need to pronounce. Every urge I don't follow, every impulse I pause. That's a deeper kind of strength, that's a higher kind of law. I don't need to react, I don't need to compete when I stand in awareness. Nothing knocks me off my feet. Domination of mind, domination of time, domination of self. That's the real climb. I was caught in reaction, every thought had attraction, every feeling pulled me, every moment distraction. Now I watch it all pass, I don't attach, I don't chase. Every time I stay still, I step into that space where no fear can reach me, where no doubt can stay, where everything I am doesn't fade away. Stay calm, yeah. Stay strong. Nothing outside lasts long. Domination, not control of others. Not control of others. Mastering the struggle. Yeah. I don't need to defeat, I don't need to suppress. Everything that I feel, I can hold, I can bless. Every shadow I face turn to something I see. Not an enemy now, just a part of me. Look, no crown, no throne, no need to rule. I master my mind, that's the only tool. Every urge I resist builds a deeper state. Every moment I'm still, I elevate. I don't fight, I observe, I don't chase, I deserve everything that I am from the lessons I learned. That strength, yeah, that gift. Nothing left to fear. Nothing left to fear. Yeah. I don't chase any outcome, I cling to a role. Everything that I needed was control of my soul. No resistance, no pressure, no need to prove anything. Everything that I live comes from what I bring. Even silence is power, even stillness is strength. Everything I once chased was just testing my depth. Now I stand in alignment, no distraction in sight. Everything that I am feels steady, feels right. Domination of mind, domination of time, domination of self. That's the real climb. Domination, no force. Domination, full court. Domination, let's go, let's go, let's go. SNX. Yeah. Not above, within. Let's go, SNX. أنا كنت أعدي الأيام بدون ما أحس بالوقت. كل شي كان سري وأنا ضايع في الصمت. كنت أركز على البعيد وأنسى اللي في يدي، وأفكر في بكرة وأضيع يوم الحالي. لكن مع الوقت فهمت إن اللحظة مهمة، وإن صغر تفصيل له قيمة كبيرة. أنا تعلمت أوقف وأشوف كل شي، حتى لحظة بسيطة ممكن تغيرني.
To rush through days without feeling time. Everything moving fast, like I lost what was mine. I focused on distance and forgot what I had, thinking about tomorrow while losing what's now.
But I started to see that the moment is real. Even the smallest detail can change how you feel. I learned how to pause and notice the view. Even simple seconds can shape something new. أنا أعيش اللحظة وأفهم كل شعور، ما عاد أضيع نفسي في قالك أو في الطور. كل ضحكة تمر لها معنى عندي، وكل كلمة طيبة تبقى في ذهني. أنا أقدر البسيط وأشوفك كبير، لأن الحياة تتكون من لحظات كثير. أنا ما استنى حد عشان أكون سعيد، أنا أعيش كل لحظة كأنه فريد. I live in the present, I feel every part. I don't lose myself in a worried heart. Every smile I see, every word that's kind, stays somewhere deep inside my mind. I value the small things, I see them as gold, because life is built from moments untold. I don't wait for big days to finally feel right. I live every second with purpose and light. أنا أشوف ناس كثير تدور شي كبير، وتنسى اللحظات اللي تعيشها كثير. يمكن السعادة قريبة بس احنا ما نشوف، لأننا نركض دايم ورا حلم معروف. أنا أتعلم أهدأ وأعيش بدون ضغط، وأفهم من الراحة تبدأ منها من نقطة. أنا أختار أكون واعي وأحس بكل شيء، حتى أبسط لحظة لها معنى فيني.
I see people chasing something far away, forgetting the beauty in each passing day. Maybe happiness is close, but we just don't see, because we're always running, trying hard to be. I'm learning to slow down and breathe in the now. Understanding peace is something we allow. I choose to be present, to feel and to know. Even the smallest moments help me grow.
أنا اليوم مختلف، أشوف الحياة بوضوح، ما عاد أضيع نفسي ولا أعيش في جروح. أنا أعيش كل لحظة وأحفظ كل شعور، لأن كل لحظة تمر تكون هالوجود. أنا مرجع ورا ولا ندم كثير، أنا أعيش الحاضر وأتعلم أسير. وفي النهاية أعرف إن كل لحظة صغيرة كانت سبب كبير في حياتي الكبيرة. Now I see life clearer, I understand time. I don't lose myself or leave things behind. I live every moment, I hold what is real, because every second shapes how I feel. I don't look backward with regret in my mind. I stay in the present and let life align. And when I look back, I will clearly see every little moment built all of me. Let's go, SNX. signal lost, just retuned.
World hum changing tone. I feel it in my bones. Not loud, not shown, but everything I've known don't sound the same no more. World hum changing tone. Something but grown, no need to own. I'm moving on my own in a field I can't ignore.
Look, air feel different lately, not heavier, just aware. Like something unseen is rearranging the air. People still talking, but meaning feel thin, like words lost power somewhere within. I used to follow the surface, every flash, every sign. Now I feel what's beneath it, like a current in time. No direction, no pressure, still I move with precision. Like something inside me already made the decision. It don't come in language, it don't come in sound. It's a shift in perception when everything slows down.
World hum changing tone. I feel it in my bones. Not loud, not shown, but everything I've known don't sound the same no more. World hum changing tone. Something deeper grown, no need to own. I'm moving on my own in a field I can't ignore.
Used to chase every answer like it lived outside me. Now I see every question was guiding me quietly. Nothing to figure, nothing to solve. The more I release, the more I evolve. It's not about rising, it's not about gain. It's about dropping what don't remain. Every layer I shed feels lighter than before, till I don't recognize what I was holding on to.
No rush, no race, no need to arrive.
Everything I was seeking is already alive.
World hum changing tone. I feel it in my bones. Not loud, not shown, but everything I've known don't sound the same no more. World hum changing tone. Something deeper grown, no need to own. I'm moving on my own in a field I can't ignore.
Look, this ain't something you explain, this ain't something you sell. You either feel the shift or you stay where you fell. No judgment in it, no right, no wrong. Just a change in alignment like a different song. Same world, same sky, same ground, same life. But something in me don't see it the same way twice. Like I stepped into a layer that was always there, just hidden behind too much noise in the air.
No push, no pull, no empty, no full, just movement, that's true. World hum changing tone.
No past or hold,
No future to control.
just presence in the flow.
World hum changing tone. I don't need to know, I just stay in the rhythm and let it unfold.
Even silence got texture, even stillness got weight. Everything got a pattern, you can feel if you wait. Not something you chase, not something you prove. It's already moving before you move. Look, no trend, no hype, no need in the name. Everything's shifting, but nothing to claim. Every second I pause, I can feel that shift. Like a layer of reality starting to lift. No force, no push, no chasing the sign. Everything aligning without me trying. You can't fake the tune, you can't pretend. Either you feel it or you don't. Tune in. Stay aware. Stay there.
Nothing dramatic, nothing extreme, just a quiet rewrite of what I believe. And the more I stay present, the more it's revealed. This wasn't a change,
It's how it always feels.
world hum changing tone. I feel it in my bones. Not loud, not shown, but everything I've known don't sound the same no more. World hum changing tone. Something deeper grown, no need to own. I'm moving on my own in a field I can't ignore.
Let's go. SNX. New perception. Let's go. SNX. see it, but it's there. Everyone goes through something, even when they look okay. Everyone holds a weight they don't always show or say. So move with a little care when you speak, when you react. You don't know what they carry behind the way they act. You see a face, you see a smile, you think you know their state, but you don't see the nights they stayed up fighting thoughts they couldn't break. You don't hear the quiet battles they replay inside their mind. You don't feel the pressure building from a life you never lived. So quick to judge a moment, so quick to draw a line based on what you see outside in a second of time. But there's a story behind every face you just don't see. That place, everyone goes through something, even when they look okay. Everyone holds away, they don't always show or say. So move with a little care when you speak, when you react. You don't know what they carry behind the way they act. That anger you're reacting to might be pain they never spoke. That silence you don't understand might be something that just broke. That distance that feels personal might have nothing to do with you. Not everything you experience is something someone chose to do. Not everything is visible, not everything is clear. Everyone goes through something, even when they look okay. Everyone holds away, they don't always show or say. So move with a little care when you speak, when you react. You don't know what they carry behind the way they act. Look, respect isn't weakness, it's awareness in motion. Understanding without knowing, still holding that notion that people aren't simple, not just what they show. There's layers you'll never see, depth you'll never know. Pause before judgment, pause before blame. You don't know the story behind the name. Everyone goes through something, every mind fights its own war. Everyone's dealing with something you've never seen before. So carry a little patience in the way that you move. Respect isn't given, it's something you choose. Even you got your battles, even you got your ways. So imagine being measured from one moment of your stay. Would that feel fair? Would that feel right? Or would you wish someone saw deeper beyond that single sight? Look, no judging a life from a single view, everything deeper than what you knew. No quick reactions, no fast attack. You don't know what they holding back. Every phase got a hidden side, every person got something they hide. Everyone goes through something, even when they look okay. Everyone holds away, they don't always show or say. So move with a little care when you speak, when you react. You don't know what they carry behind the way they act. Let's go, SNX. Be real, be kind, be kind. Be kind, be real, be kind. Let's go, SNX. Yeah. Clear mind, still breathe. with intention. Every step got direction. Move with intention. No need for correction. Yeah, move with intention. Feel that connection. Everything shift with intention. Yeah, used to move without thinking. Every action repeating. Every choice automatic. Every pattern misleading. Didn't question my motion. Didn't notice my state. Just reacting to moments while I called it my way. Every step felt familiar. Every day felt the same. Didn't see I was looping. Didn't know it's the frame. Till I paused in that silence. Felt the shift in my chest. Everything slowed down. I could finally assess. Move with intention. Yeah. Every step got direction. Move with intention. No need for correction. Yeah. Nothing random in motion. Everything got a cause. Every thought that I carry turns into what I draw. I was drifting through hours, now I stand in my place. Every move that I make comes from something I face. No distraction inside, no confusion to hide. Everything feels alive when I'm present in mind. Move with intention, not reaction. Every step is creation. Every breath got vibration. Shipping life through intention. I was lost in distraction, moving fast, no direction. Every choice felt impulsive, every thought like reflection. Now I pause before motion, now I feel before I move. Every step that I take comes from something that's true. No more rushing decisions, no more chasing that feeling. Every action I take has a deeper meaning. Stay aware, yeah, right here. Everything starts here with intention. Every step got direction. With intention. Feel that connection. I don't rush any moment, I don't move without care. Everything that I build comes from what I'm aware. Every thought that I hold shapes the path that I walk. Every word that I speak builds the life that I talk. I don't follow distraction, I don't move out of fear. Everything that I choose is intentional here. Time slowed down when I noticed. Every moment had weight, every action I take creates more than I say. I don't need outside answers, I don't search for sign. Everything that I'm building comes from state of my mind. Look, no careless moves, no drifting away. Every step that I take got something to say. Every thought that I keep shapes what I see. Now I got what I think carefully. No autopilot, no passive state. Every move that I make I can create. If I'm present it grows, if I'm lost it slows. Now I move with awareness, that's the code. Feel that? Yeah, that focus, yeah. Everything is chosen. I don't need to control, I don't need to predict. Everything that unfolds is a result of what I give. Every choice that I make leaves a trace in my day. Every action I take builds a different way. Yeah. Used to move without purpose, now I move with design. Every step that I take feels connected to time. No confusion, no doubt, no need to rush it out. Everything that I'm building feels clear right now. Stay present, yeah. Stay still. Everything is real. I don't chase any outcome, I don't push for a result. I just stay in the moment, let awareness evolve. Every breath that I take feels aligned with my state. Everything I'm creating comes from what I cultivate. No resistance, no pressure, no need to prove anything. Every move that I make comes from clarity within. I don't need validation, I don't need confirmation. Everything that I'm living comes from inner foundation. Even when it feels quiet, even when nothing shows, something shifts underneath, something silently grows. I don't rush that process, I don't question that pace. Everything has a rhythm, everything has a place. Move with intention. Every step got direction. Move with intention. No need for correction. Move with intention. Feel that connection. Everything shifts with intention. Move with intention, not reaction. SNX. Yeah, not random, I chose it. Let's go, SNX. Seven centers, one system. Muladhara to Sahasrara, from the ground up to the aura. 7 chakras in my frame, different levels, same flame. Muladhara at the base, where I find my standing place. Fear and safety, breath and bone, where I learn I'm not alone. If I'm shaking down below, nothing high is gonna flow. So I root into the ground, feel existence here and now. Stand firm, don't fall. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, rising higher. Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, seeing even clearer. Sahasrara, open wide, all connected deep inside. 7 chakras, one design, all moving through this life. Swadhisthana, let it move, where emotion finds its groove. Pleasure, pain, the inner tide, where I stop and open wide. If I block what I can feel, I disconnect from what is real. So I let the current flow through the places I don't know. Feel it, don't freeze. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, rising higher. Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, seeing even clearer. Sahasrara, open wide, all connected deep inside. 7 chakras, one design, all moving through this life. Manipura in the flame, where I build a sense of name. Power rising in my core, what I stand for, what I'm for. Too much force, I lose control. Too little, I lose my role. Balance in the fire I hold, not to dominate but grow. Stand up but stay aware, and I have to send space where I drop the need to chase. Love not something I demand, just the will to understand. Not attachment, not control, just expansion of the whole. Where I stop defending me and allow what's meant to be. Open, stay true. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, rising higher. Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, seeing even clearer. Sahasrara, open wide, all connected deep inside. 7 chakras, one design, all moving through this life. Vishuddha, Vishuddha, where I speak, not just strong but also deep. Truth expressed without disguise, no more filters, no more lies. If I hide what I reveal, I distort what I can feel. So I let my voice align with the truth I hold inside. Speak clear, no mask, Ajna, vision in the mind, seeing past what I define. Thoughts appear, but I don't chase, I just watch them take their place. Not believing every line that keeps forming in my mind. Clarity begins to grow when I see what I don't know. See deeper, don't assume.
Sahasrara at the top, with the sense of me can drop. No division left to hold, no identity to control. Not above and not below, just awareness in the flow. Everything already here, nothing distant, nothing near.
7 chakras, one stream, all connected through me. Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara to Sahasrara. Not a ladder, but not the border, just a system moving free. Different states or what I be. Look, root the crown, I move through the line. Every chakra, just a state of mind. Energy shifting, nothing to chase. All of it happening in the same space. No level to win, no final stage. Just awareness moving through each phase. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, rising higher. Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, seeing even clearer. Sahasrara, open wide, all connected deep inside. 7 chakras, one design, all moving through this life. Let's go, SNX. Now 7 parts, one flow.